Most people are still unhappy after a transformation. And believe it or not, it's not just about building muscles and improving your appearance, although that does truly change how you feel when you look into the mirror. But there's one main thing that majority of people aren't doing, and that's why they're still staying stuck, and that's why they still are unhappy once they get to the physique that they want. That being said, let's just get straight in the video on why, right? So if you've been training for a long time, you've been hitting the gym, you're in a calorie surplus or in a calorie deficit, whether you want to whether you want to lose weight or you want to truly build muscle, everyone focuses on the outside. I'm talking about building bigger shoulders, building a bigger chest, building some traps. Like people are gonna start noticing your traps are like 10 times bigger. Like people are gonna notice that, yo, you got a massive chest, right? Don't get me wrong, all that shit matters to a certain extent. But once you create your transformation, what I've noticed that people have so much body dysmorphia that they want to just keep getting bigger and bigger and bigger, right? That's one thing I used to have too, don't get me wrong. Even when I was, a lot more slimmer, and even now, right? I thought, yo, I need to pack on more muscle, bro. Like, I still don't feel like I am where I need to be. I need to make sure I get really huge, I get massive, and once I get there, I'll be a lot more happier. But the truth is, the moment you you keep chasing this dream physique of getting more bigger, getting more bulkier, the more size I have, the less happier you actually become, right? Because you are literally waiting for your results. You are not happy in the journey. You're not loving the process. You're not having fun during the process. You've got this image in your head. Even I had this image in my head where once I get to that position, then only I will become happy, right? Once I achieve this, then I'm only allowed to be happy. That doesn't make any sense. You're basically rewiring your brain and you're telling yourself that if I don't have this, if I don't have this thing or this dream physique, that doesn't equal to happiness, right? That means all you're going to be doing is being so fucking upset and depressed and sad during the main stage of the journey before you get to the destination. And it doesn't make any sense. It's like you're almost like killing yourself mentally. And truthfully, you will always be unhappy if you're always trying to chase results, right? And chasing doesn't lead to anything. We got to take one step back, right? And ask yourself this one thing. Yes, getting in shape, being attractive, that's amazing. We all want that. But if you don't fall in love with the exact habits that you need to put in, for example, if you don't actually enjoy going to the gym and you're forcefully going to the gym, maybe the gym isn't the right place for you. Maybe it could be calisthenics. Maybe it could be football or some sort of sports. You have to find what truly works for you. You have to find something that truly makes you enjoy doing it, right? Because truth be told, if you don't enjoy loving it, love training or love working on yourself, right, you're always going to be unhappy because you don't fall in love with the lifestyle. You need to fall in love in the lifestyle that you choose, right? Like a footballer must love playing football because all they do is train all day, eat correctly, make sure they get the cardio in, probably learn skills or whatnot of playing on the field, right? They love the process, right? And because you love the process so much, you will naturally start to attract the results. Naturally, right? But people are so focused on the results that they lose themselves in the process. And sometimes that leads you to not even, again, being happy once you even get the results, or secondly, you never even get the results, so you're still unhappy. So either way, you're unhappy, right? Like even for me, I thought I needed to get bigger. I thought I need to get bigger, bigger. No, I didn't need to get bigger. And what I truly had to learn was the identity shift of myself, right? Was the promises that I made to myself in my mind. That was more important than me just trying to get results. What's more important to you that worked for me was every time I say something, like every time I say that I'm gonna get something done, I go and do it immediately. That's it. If I told myself I'm gonna eat clean for the next 6 months, and I tell myself that every single day, I'm going to make sure that I eat clean. I'm going to make sure that I do whatever it takes and I keep my promises to myself. And I don't just keep changing every single day. One day I want to get in the gym, I want to get in shape. The next day I'm just chilling, I'm just lazy. I don't do no cardio, I don't train, I don't eat shit. The more you lose your self-respect, the more unhappier you're going to be. And I know people that have transformed their body, but they're still unhappy because they've never made that identity shift. They've got the physique, but they've not built their confidence. But they've not went on 100 dates to try to build their confidence with dating, right? They've not read a book. They've not tried to evaluate what truly is important and how to shift their mindset. You can shift your body, but if you don't shift your perspective on life and your mindset needs to grow as well as your physique. And the more you kind of learn a bit more about psychology and why you do things and what truly is confidence, like how do you get confidence? You get confidence by building more self-respect. How do you build more self-respect? By the promises that you make to yourself, that you actually take action on the promises that you say to yourself, right? Like these small things people don't tend to be aware of, but they are the most important things that are going to keep you so in line with yourself, and you'll start to feel a lot more acceptance with yourself and a lot more happier, right? Because your word is your word. You feel like you're fulfilling them promises that you made to yourself. Now every time I look into the mirror, bro, I'm proud of the person I'm becoming, right? That's because the promises that I keep to myself, I'm taking action, bro. I'm taking immediate action. And you guys need to do the same thing. If you feel unhappy, right, and your pure focus is on the transformation, results, I promise you, don't worry about the results, right? You don't want to push the results away. Focus on the habits that is required for you to get the results. Enjoy the process of the doing part, right? Whether, for example, is you to go to the gym on a consistent basis, or calisthenics, or some sort of sports. Whether it's you finding the right foods that are healthy but you enjoy eating every single day. Whether it's you finding the right podcast and the right information while you go for your long walks to hit 10K steps. Love the process, and I guarantee you the results will naturally follow, right? And the more you love the process, the more the results is going to be like, all right, yo, this guy's putting in the work. He's doing what he needs to do to get the results. But not only he'll get results, he's going to be happy by getting the results because he's having so much fun doing it. He's enjoying the process that naturally you won't even realize when the fucking results come. That's how this shit needs to be. All right. So if you're stuck in being unhappy whilst you're making that transition, ask yourself, are you loving the process? And what things do you need to make the changes in your process that still equals the right results, right? Fall in love with the process, and trust me, your whole life will change. And you won't even see where time goes, bro. Time will just go like that. You'll have the physique, the appearance, the attractiveness, the confidence, all that because you fell in love with the process. That being said, hopefully you got some good value out of this video. If you're new to my channel, make sure you subscribe and comment down below your thoughts as well. I truly want to hear your guys' thoughts. I'll see you guys in the next video.